Call the cops on me. On a mission to be champs since they let me free. Prepare for combat, my adversaries crumble. Face it, I got a reputation for damage. Busters get ready to rumble. They lock me in a cell, have me trapped in a living hell. Though not guilty, I'm still in jail. Brother, I serve my time like a soldier. Maintain composure. My shadow boxing the fight to the death, busting boulders. Every boxer with a pair of gloves. Best give up love. Here's a man from the makings of a thug. A lethal weapon, mind sharp. And in my heart, there's a wish to shake the world with the flurry of my black fist. Now once a high school dropout, now I'm the $1 million champ. Who's the next to get knocked out? Straight out of Brooklyn.
What's going on, everybody? Another episode of Cheap Seats Boxing Show. The team is all together. Holy shit! What's up, JP?
Dun dun dun.
After a couple of weeks, the hosting service actually started working again. So guess what? Didn't have to pay for shit, so I get to still be cheap. That's my whole fucking goal with this show. But when you pay $0.00, it's sometimes hard to be, disparaging towards the host. You're just like, I kind of have to wait it out. You know what I mean?
Like, look, you free mother. Okay, just okay.
Yeah. Okay. And I think those who've been listening for most of the length that we've been doing, no, this happened a couple of times in the past where it was like 2 weeks was like, man, you can't. I had to before I could upload a show a different way and it sounded like shit, but
technology has changed.
Now I couldn't do that. I had to wait for it, and then finally something popped up. I was like, oh, it went through. I was all excited. I was like, oh shit.
It was a weird couple of weeks.
But the team is back together, and so you know what you can do. You can follow the show on Twitter, Cheap Seats Box. iTunes, you can do it again. Now you can go and rate and review. You haven't rated and reviewed for a while. And you can be the next unofficial sponsor. You can email the show, cheapseatsboxing@gmail.com. Questions, comments, anything like that. We always get back to you. And Patreon, if you do want to contribute to the show, you can go to patreon.com/cheapseatsbox. Put $1 in a month, $2 a month, whatever you want to do. Because that way, next time, we won't have to wait. It's a show by the fans for the fans. But we appreciate everybody who's been patient. There was people who were asking, hey, what the hell's going on with the show, man? This is bullshit.
We're sorry.
It's been downloading for 2 days now, and this shit ain't going to work. But that show got up finally Saturday night. I think that's it. Welcome to all the listeners. We know all the platforms. It's everywhere.
We didn't even know.
We didn't even know. As I was searching for new hosts, I'm like, how was our show already on this site? I went to Podbean and I'm like, well, I might use these guys because I might have to do that. And goddamn it, our show was up there. And then there was another one. Our show was up on there. I was like, how the hell is our show already up on these? We haven't put them up there. But
thank y'all.
Yeah, it's
technology.
To listeners like you who actually, I guess, submitted and put it up there. I think that's it, right? Zoom, baby. What is going on? I guess this weekend, man. Adrian crime. Adrian Broner gets a split decision over Adrian Granados. Scores 97-91 for each fighter. And 96-94 for Broner. JP, what'd you think? How'd you score it? Everything else that goes along with a Broner fight.
Okay, 97-91 is such bullshit either way. But, hey, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah, I mean, I looked at it like it was a wash. But, can I see the 6'4" either way? It was a wash. I'm going to tell you why. It's one of those, when we make the arguments about who has the harder punches over who has the more volume. That was like a typical aspect of that fight. Adrian Broner had some hard shots in there. You could tell it was hard effective because they were sharp punches, because he is a sharp puncher. But he went to sleep a lot. And then Granados, he had a lot of punches. Sometimes you got some good shots in there, but even like with the hold or coming out of the hold, some of those punches look less sharp and more desperate. So I don't know if they counted him as effective. You get what I'm saying? So, but he outworked him in that fight absolutely. So the work ethic alone that counts for something. Broner, like I said, like he's always in exciting fights. I'm not gonna say the fight wasn't exciting because it was a close fight. It kept going back and forth, but like I said before, his talent is there, but he doesn't put it all together. And honestly, okay, nobody wants to give him a break, even with coming out the layoff from prison and all that, because he's had so many breaks before. The talent's there, but I mean, goddamn, you gotta fight the whole fight. Like you gotta be good the whole fight. You can't fight a minute around. Make some good moves. Then oh yeah, I was just here. Then oh yeah, he's back. Like that inconsistent stuff is just for the birds. Granados, you come to fight like always. You tried to box. Your showboating game sucks. So don't do that because it doesn't make you look good. It just look awkward. They probably took a round away from you. Like, what the fuck was that? But you still a hell of a fighter. I mean, if y'all call it a draw, I definitely understand.
All right, his showboat game isn't as good. It's kind of like that thing, It's like, even when white people dance, they still don't look as cool as black people. It's kind of like that same type thing.
Yeah.
They just don't have the style. They're not all Prince Naseems, They're few and far between. All right, I scored it for Granados. If anybody, and I know few people did, because I got it out on Saturday or Friday night. A quick preview because it was my test thing, to see how everything worked. Fight went exactly how I said it was going to go. I said Granados would do enough to win 6-7 rounds, and he's probably not going to get the decision. And I say he won 6 rounds. I scored it 96-94. The decision doesn't shock me. I was a little bit more upset. You know what it is? And I think with Broner is like you said, there's so many chances. Like, at some point, it's enabling all the bullshit that he does. When he's broke in prison or in jail for not paying child support, because that's where this is all lead to, with all his kids. And then there's it's almost no doubt about that's where it's going to end up.
Oh, okay. You mean years from now?
Years from now.
Like, he ain't go to jail for that?
No. Years from now. 10 years, 15 years down the line, because he'll still be having kids for a while. He can also thank Al Heyman. Because as an advisor, and this is what he is, at some point, you got to have a little bit of tough love, right? Like, no, cut the bullshit out. The fight was made at 142. I secured the funds. No matter how people want to say I secured the funds for this fight. You're going to fight at 142. That's what you agreed to. You agreed to 12 rounds. You're going to fight for fucking 12 rounds. At some point, that's what an advisor, he's paying him for that. So he should actually be doing stuff like that, because this continuing enabling of all his bullshit is starting to wear thin. Didn't wear thin on the viewers. The viewers was high. It was like 800,000, right? It was a free Showtime weekend. I'm sure that has something to do with it. But He's a fucking sideshow. That's what people want to see. But the crowd wasn't that big. If you notice, the whole top part was blacked out. They said there was like 6,000 people, which that's not that much for a hometown fight.
Because he's burned a lot of bridges.
Yeah. And from what people say inside the arena, there was a lot of Chicago people there. So he really maybe he brought 4,000 people in there, and 2,000 was from Chicago. So he's getting 4,000 people to come watch him. It's starting to wear thin.
Right, and you got a demographic go, like, let's say, I'm going to say this. Chicago has people everywhere in the Midwest. So the Natty is one of those places where people's families are from Chicago, but they live in Cincinnati. So people might go to the summer and be in Cincinnati, or one might go to the summer and be Chicago. So it's not far-fetched to say that those people probably still live in Cincinnati. Like, what? It's Chicago now, goddammit. That's the same thing in Milwaukee. Indianapolis, what was Cincinnati, Cleveland. To Cleveland, not so much, but Cincinnati, yeah, because it's closer to Indianapolis. So Louisville, same type of stuff.
But you see what I'm going
Oh,
with?
yeah, hell
Like,
yeah.
like
Hell
he
yeah.
obviously isn't bringing in the numbers that he used to as far as gate.
Right.
Still viewership because it's kind of a freak show in some ways. You know, what the hell is he going to do now? And I don't think as much of it is to see him get his ass whipped, because we've seen him get his ass whipped once and get beat a second time and hang on for dear life a third time against Manuel Taylor. So that part of it is, so when he can't use that excuse like, oh, people are watching me because they were hoping I'd lose. No, we've seen that happen. It's not that big of a deal. But people are starting to get tired of it. You can go all the way back to the beginning of the shows when we first started. And I've never been on that bandwagon. I'm proud of myself. But we said, I think it was about probably 3 years ago, we said,
Yeah.
He's 24.
He's getting too old for this
He's getting too old for this shit. I said 2 years from now, people aren't going to be putting up with it. And that's where we're at now. He's 27. People are like, enough now. And, you know, it's almost like, oh, he's not living up to his potential. Is he? Or is he this just who the fuck he is?
That's the issue with him, because the crazy part about it is he's talking a good game, but it's not adding up to anything. And he keep having these reset buttons, and but for normal people, we could understand the reset button because okay, dude, you went to prison, so you kind of out of shape. But see, that's for normal people. Mm-hmm. But with him, it's like you've been having weight issues forever, so you always out of shape. So I don't know about that one. You know, then you got okay, well, how can I put you? You got a lot of stress in your life because of everything that's going on in your life, and it's wearing on your performance. But then it's like you've always did too much in the first place, and people warned you about it, so you're kind of bringing that on yourself. So it's like, dude, is he talented? Yeah, but then everybody says the same thing about his talent. You know, okay, like you say, he's just bigger dude beating up small guys. And then other people like, yeah, but when he was younger, he was a combination puncher. Now he's just one shot here, one shot there. He's not a defensive fighter at all. Like, but he has moments where like, oh, you can actually do that. And then it's like, dude, you're not putting it all together, but nobody really cares that you're not putting it all together because you made this bed that you laid in. It's not like outside mistakes. It's all you. Mm-hmm. This is everything that you promoted. You forgot about the downside. Now you're living in the downside. They're like, well, you got to deal with it. And really, I think what's hanging over his head the most, you ain't beat nobody yet. And yeah, he's a 4-time champion in 4 different weight classes. But as far as his contemporaries, you ain't beat nobody yet. You ain't fought nobody. Well, the people you like, the way you talk about Miguel Cotto, like you're like, yeah, he got the accolades. That's pretty much where Broner's at now, because it's like, yeah, you got the accolades, but if we put you in the ring with the top 5 147s, you always be the underdog. And people, yeah, he's gonna lose. You know, and if you lose, people are like, yeah, we can't. But he be like, I'm a 4-time champion, but that doesn't mean much because if you're not at least competitive with the top tier, because it ain't Maidana, it ain't that he lost to Maidana, it ain't that he lost to Porter. He got his ass whooped. They dominated most of the rounds. Mm-hmm. If he was losing 7-5 to them, it'd be different.
And he had good 12th rounds in those fights. That was pretty much his claim to fame in those fights. He had a good 12th round. If you remember,
right.
He had a good 12th round against Maidana. And then, remember,
he knocked Porter down in the 12th.
Yeah, and I think in the Maidana fight, didn't he hit him late, like in the 11th, and hurt him, and then kind of jumped on him in the 12th, and then, yeah, he had the knockdown. And give him credit for that. I mean, the 12th round knockdown of Manuel Taylor, Sean Porter. So he has, and then people are like, see, he could do that, but it's like,
he has heart, but it's like, why does it take so much bullshit to show it? Bring it from round 1. You shouldn't, and it's just a people thing. Nobody has sympathy for a person who fucks up all day long and then shows heart in the end like, I ain't going down like no punk. You fucked up this whole situation. I'm glad you're not going down like no punk, but you did bring all this on yourself. You actually poured the gasoline around your house. You actually was smoking cigarettes outside. You actually threw the cigarette on the gas. You actually set the house on fire. So because you went to get a water hose like a hero after half of the house is burnt down, we still got to count the fact it would have never burnt down if it wasn't for you in the first place. That's why I talked about like Easter's probably gonna be the best person in that camp.
Yeah.
Because he keeps it level. But yeah.
I guess a few more things for that fight. Well, people will say the deck was stacked against Granados. There's no doubt about that. We go from the 142 to the 147, go from 10 to 12, or from 12 to 10.
He's overweight. I don't know how to.
That weird scale that. Let's put it like this. Vince McMahon was blushing like, motherfucker, you're not supposed to make it this obvious that this shit's fucking rigged, okay? There was always that little bit of you that was like, well, some of this stuff in wrestling is real. Like, this whole thing felt fake. The referee literally letting Broner, like, tie up, like, constantly put the forearm in the throat and the neck. He's, Floyd gets away with that, but goddamn it.
But Floyd has a deeper game.
Yeah.
So people act like, it's part of the plan. Okay, you can't hit him. Okay, you hold him and he might box you. People can't say that with Broner. Yeah. That's like, who the hell is that?
And if you go back, all the way back to when he fought Molinage, we went through, and I said, he wasn't even a top 10 welterweight then. He's not even top 15 now. I can
15.
I can probably go through. I'd almost guarantee I could get through at least 12 that I think would probably beat him and beat him easy. I could really go through that list. And it's not really hard. You can go. Well, Porter, we already know.
Yeah.
Thurman Garcia.
Yeah.
Pacquiao Bradley.
Yeah.
Jesse Vargas.
Yeah.
So even a guy like Saddam Ali.
I ain't giving Saddam Ali.
Kell Brook.
Yeah.
Spence.
Yeah.
Let me get in my head more.
You know what? Who he might wind up facing next? Lamont Peterson. I would definitely rate. He would beat him too. Hell, even that guy Alvanisia might beat him. Berto would beat him. We can go through these. Even maybe a fucking Victor Ortiz would beat him. No, he got that. He's too deep into the quick game right now. I would look if he wasn't in the quick game. Yeah. He'd get him if he wasn't in the quick game.
Marquez, if he came back, I'd still put him over him. If Cotto won the fight at 147, he'd beat him.
And the crazy part about it, that's probably his best shot.
But how about this fight? How about this fight for him? Everybody's, Peterson, he doesn't deserve a fucking title shot. Fuck that bullshit. How about this? An old rivalry from 135 that we can all ease on up to at 147, Brandon Rios. It may be a few years too late, but tell me that wouldn't be two guys who obviously have trouble making weight and go up and down. Is that not could that not be a Ward Gotti type fight?
Because that'd be an exciting ass fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That'd be a great.
Ward Gotti weren't one of the best.
Yeah, that'd be definitely one of the best shit talking fights.
The lead up would be amazing. Remember how good their shit talking was to each other back in the day? It was great stuff. That's what I'm saying. We could read.
But once again, the problem is if Rios beats Broner, we told you he a bum. If Broner beats Rios, you still ain't really beat nobody because they're not considered Rios top 10 as he once was.
But at this point,
it's crazy.
At this point, you just do it for the freak show part of it. So I say Broner versus the winner of Victor Ortiz and Brandon Rios.
Oh, that's Brandon Rios already then. That fight is already over. It is. Look.
I'm just saying,
Yeah. It makes dollars. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. But even at the end of the day, and Brandon Rios is a good name, and Broner is a good name for Brandon Rios. Whoever wins or loses. But at the end of the day,
what about Lucas Matisse?
Lucas will knock him the fuck out. Scared with his eyes. Lock him the fuck out. Like, listen.
That's what I'm saying. By the way, I'm up to 13 names.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. Yeah. Look, man. It's no disrespect. Don't think I don't like. I like Broner's. I can see his skill set. I don't hate him as a person. I think he's a cool person. I think he's young and lost and out of his mind at times. Like a lot of people might be in his position, but he got to grow the fuck up. I just can't handle that. But yeah, Matisse, knock him the fuck out. Like, because once again, the same reason I said he would knock out Lamar Peterson, because you're gonna get in a firefight and be like, well, I can handle it. No, motherfucker, no, you can't. No, that is certain hands you don't just walk. If Madonna could knock you down, Matisse will knock you out.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, so I went through about 13 names.
Yeah.
I didn't even throw Terrence Crawford if he went up, or that'd be an ass whipping. Yeah. A guy like Victor Postal, if he fought even 140, he'd knock his ass out.
Damn.
I mean, we can go through the names. He's really not that good of a fighter. He's decent.
But that's the thing.
He's not that good.
Honestly, that's what the fuck you need, though. Because you know how you maximize your potential? You fight people who will embarrass the shit out of you if you don't maximize your potential. And that's his crossroads. He gets no more good looks. Mm-mm. He gets no more, Broner, the baby spilled oatmeal before we got into the fight, and I was kind of a little sentimental. No.
All right, undercard. Lamont Peterson beats David Avanesian for the WBA regular title. What do you think about Peterson's return, man?
I mean, it took a while. I'm glad he returned, Little run rust, but he looked all right,
Felix Diaz, another name I got. He beats him. He beats Broner.
Ooh.
We're up to 16 names now.
Think
about what he did to Peterson.
That's why I had to say.
Look what he did to Sammy Vasquez.
Damn, yeah, that's why I said it at first, and I started thinking like,
I'm telling you, you just started to dust him off a little bit. But yeah, Peterson did take a few minutes. I mean, to warm up. Obviously, he's ring rust.
Yeah.
But I mean, here's the one thing that nobody's ever said about Lamont Peterson. Man, I don't want to watch that fight. That fight's gonna suck. Nobody ever says that about him.
No, because he's gonna fight. He's gonna fight. Win, lose, or draw, he gonna fight. That's why I said that was his detriment when he fought. Matisse ain't gonna knock him the fuck out because he gonna fight. He's not thinking about, But he's evolved as a boxer a little bit, but the ring rust is just, who he fights next. I think he fights Broner next. Honestly, they fought on the same card, same night. Yeah. It's a quote unquote regular title, one of their 17.
I say that Lamont Peterson would probably say, "Fuck that bullshit," because by winning this fight, he becomes the mandatory for the winner of Thurman Garcia.
If Garcia wins, I can see that fight happening.
No, I couldn't, because he already beat Garcia once, but didn't get the decision.
That's why I said
I don't think he'd do it again.
But that's the part of this. It's time to make these fights happen, because guess what? Yeah, you lost to Garcia, but you whipped his ass. So it's like, And Garcia, we've talked about this with Garcia too. He been getting easy touches too. He been, even with the Peterson fight exposed too many easy touches. Mm-hmm. And personally, I would say congratulations to Lamont Peterson, but you probably will fight Broner next. In all honesty, because let's be real, if Broner needs a title to be legitimate.
Yeah, and that fight needs to be in D.C., by the way.
The DMV,
because he's already fought in D.C. Broner has.
Yeah. So,
since Peterson's the champ, quote unquote, even though give Peterson credit, he said, this is just this is a trinket, not really a title. Give him credit. He still deserves to have that hometown fight. I mean, for being on the back burner for 16 months. I thought he'd win. Little bit like. Here's the thing. You know how bad he killed Avanesian to the body. Killed him to the body. But didn't seem to slow him down much, man. You know, Peterson wasn't the biggest puncher at 140. He's definitely a light puncher at 147. That's going to be his downfall because he likes to bang. He needs to be put in with guys who don't hit hard. I mean, anybody who hits hard is probably going to knock him out.
That's the thing. He said, I remember him
And that's
saying
why
it about himself.
Broner is a good,
Right.
because Broner has no power at 147.
Yeah, and that's why he said it himself. Before that Garcia fight, he was like, no, I'm not a knockout puncher, but I'm a strong puncher. You gonna feel me, and that's the thing. As long as he makes sure people feel him, but yeah, he ain't knocking people out no more. He's not doing it. But when he gets you with a good shot, everybody can see it's a good shot. It's not a good shot like a weight class or two ago, you know. And Broner does the same thing. In all of his fights, you know when his opponent's hurt because that's when he walks them down. Because when he hits them with a good shot, they start to retreat. And that's usually a body punch. It's not usually a headshot. But, you know, I still favor Peterson.
I absolutely favor Peterson.
I mean, it is what
His
it
resume is 10 times better, even if he's taking some losses.
Yeah, I would still say Lamont is the favorite in this.
Especially now that he's not coming off such a long layoff. If they fight within the next 5-6 months, you would have to favor a guy like Peterson.
And this in DC. See, Amir Khan couldn't even leave DC with the title. So your back is against the wall.
That's the one welterweight I think that Broner could beat.
Yeah.
Because all you got to do is hit him. I mean, he may not have power, but goddammit.
You saw who
Khan
he's
ain't got
fighting
no
next,
chin.
right?
Who? Pacquiao?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll hit a little bit on that.
Yeah.
We'll see what's all going up with that. Marcus Brown versus Thomas Williams Jr.
Good knockout.
Good knockout. Let's go to the second round now.
Uh-oh.
The second round when Marcus Brown catches Williams with a good stiff jab. With a good stiff jab and knocks him to the ground, but he's like in a catcher's position.
Yeah.
He's got his glove on the canvas, and then finally he goes to the knee, and then Marcus Brown's like, "Oh, I might as well go give me another shot in the back of the head." Let's be honest, and as much as he was chattering afterwards, like Williams was in the same after that, man. Not to say that he would have won this fight, but even Montel Griffin was like, "Motherfucker, you should have stayed on the ground and got that free victory, man." Like, honestly, he should have been disqualified because, I mean, not only did he hit him when he was on the ground, he hit him in the back of the head when he was on the ground. And the referee didn't know what the fuck he was doing. The guy who looked exactly like a fat John David Jackson with the ponytail, the referee. They had matching ponytails.
Tell you, brothers with ponytails get a hard time, boy. Ice-T done major.
We'll talk about him next week. We'll talk about Keith Thurman next week with the ponytail. At least he's mixed. He got the.
It doesn't matter.
He got good hair. He's got the good hair, man.
It doesn't matter. Man, if you black and got a ponytail, you go get it. Yeah, only I can't. Let me think about anybody. No shit. Even fucking Samuel L. Jackson's wig and Jackie Brown look crazy. You're just a brother with a ponytail. It just doesn't look right.
Now,
get some braids, goddamn.
Now I'm trying to comb everything as a brother ever look cool with a ponytail.
No.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. Suggestions.
Fuck no.
Tweet them at Cheap Seats Box on Twitter.
It's just like seeing these young dudes who have the fucking fake fade on the side and the ponytail on the top. This shit just looks awkward and stupid.
But Marcus Brown keeps on catching Williams, knocks him down a couple more times. Finally stops it in the 6th round. I don't know what to think because I don't know who Marcus Brown is going to fight next. You think he's going to fight Adonis Stevenson? Because Adonis Stevenson is going to go his whole career as champion without actually defending against a mandatory. I think he's up to 3 years now without a mandatory defense. WBC. It's funny, they make other people make their mandatories pretty quick, but they're pretty selective with their. You really don't have to do a mandatory.
Honestly, I think Adonis Stevenson had a past of a pimp, so he done got some hoes to the WBC. And like, look, they got pictures. I'm not tell you something. Sweetest Taboo would tell your whole secret life, son. I'm not fighting nobody. Hey, it just makes no fucking sense. Matter of fact, he is our 2018 Clown of the Year. Cause I know this year he probably still ain't gonna fight no damn fight.
Whatever. I don't know what to make of this fight. I mean, he makes for good fights, fun fights at 175. So I mean, put him in against Fonfara maybe, unless Chad Dawson can somehow beat Fonfara coming up here in a couple weeks. Yeah, good luck with that. Sad Chad Dawson.
It depends. Did I make a prediction a long time ago that if 175 keeps playing around, Chad Dawson will wind up being the champ again because it takes so long. And it's coming around. You know why? Because that's the only person Adonis might just fight. Yeah, like, oh, Chad, I'll fight him. Then he lose. I'm like, ain't this a bit? Put your money on us.
This weekend, if you want, I guess it was a Showbox. Chris Pearson versus Justin Deloach. If you want to watch that, I don't have the Showtime. Oh, Showtime actually streamed on Twitter. Yeah. The HD stream. Got to be honest, I didn't even fucking know. I didn't hear about it till too late. Because as a lot of people know, I go Twitter silent on Saturdays. I turned that shit off. I had no idea. I was not even paying attention.
I gotta thank the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the MLB first, but I gotta thank the NFL because
the NFL was first.
Once Monday night and Thursday night football started being on Twitter, it forced all other sports to say, you know what? Gotta get this. We got to get this Twitter TV popping.
And it's clean. I mean, it's a clean copy too. I mean, when you're watching it, it's like you're watching TV, man. It's clean. There's no jumping, no skipping. You know what I mean? It's clean. Kudos to Showtime. Just keep on doing it. But listen, the reason that it was on Twitter, they're not going to do that all the time.
Because it was free.
It was a free weekend. So let's not get...
So we need...
Why would they do that?
No. Hold up. So we need to thank Adrian Broner. Because if he fights, it might be a free weekend again. And they'll be like, you know what? Just get his shit out there to get somebody to watch TV. Because just the wildness alone will make you watch it.
You think there's a little double entendre there with Adrian Broner always being in jail? Free Adrian Broner weekend? Like, free Adrian.
See, he used to be Mr. HBO. Mm-hmm. Now he Mr. Free.
Mm-hmm. So, Mr. Free.
Because he ain't Mr. Showtime.
He ain't damn sure ain't Mr. Showtime. On Fox. Is it Fox, right? It's Fox, right? Deontay Wilder versus Gerald Washington. Now, a lot of people don't remember Gerald Washington. He's been all the way back from Eddie Murphy days. Remember when Eddie Murphy was talking about, man, fuck Harold Washington. Man, fuck motherfucking Harold Washington. You better than Harold Washington. Gerald Washington. All right. It's close enough for me.
Harold Washington is one of the greatest Chicago mayors of all time. Just want to put that out there. All right.
You remember
fuck
that?
Daly.
You remember that though, huh?
Yeah.
Tell Judge Jackson, man, fuck Harold Washington. You better than motherfucking Harold Washington. Gerald Washington, who I just saw this on Twitter as I'm going through 4 hours ago. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Gerald Washington just signed his fucking contract today to fight Deontay Wilder in 2 fucking days. I'm sure the testing will be pretty thorough in that fight.
Now, here's the problem with that. That's why stuff like this makes no sense to me. First of all, both of y'all 6'11". Nothing's wrong with your damn hand. You trained for this fight this whole time and never signed a contract? Or you telling me you got new stipulations and y'all re-signed the contract? You better say something other than, this is the first contract that we agreed to 2 days before the fight. You better say, oh yeah, we had to put in some extra shit, so I had to sign it again. Because that makes absolutely no sense, because y'all been talking about kicking each other ass over the internet for a minute.
What do you see in this fight? I see zero. The only thing I see is Gerald Washington's Twitter picture. He looks like Bad News Brown from the WWF back in the day.
Somebody else said that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like Bad News Brown. The only man with the fat six-pack. I love Bad News.
All I know is it's going to be a tall person that get knocked out. I will pretty much bet Washington gonna get knocked out? But since Wilder broke his hand, it's the third time.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, which hand he gonna knock him out with?
And tore the bicep too.
Yeah.
And I think it was the same arm too. It was all right.
But I don't think he's worried because he got his lanky frame. I don't think his bicep is a big deal for him because of the way he's built.
No, but the only reason I brought that up is because maybe the right's not as strong. Just in general, on top of the tentativeness with the right hand.
I mean, you're right. Like, to me, it's a blessing in disguise because I think one of the reasons he has he broke his hand a couple of times and probably tore his bicep is because his form is horrible.
Horrible.
And when he wants to go for the kill, it's very instinctive. He's like, I know I can knock you out with this punch. I don't give a damn that it comes at a 127-degree angle, and this is all wrong and all off. Yeah, I hit you with a thumb. So damn what? You're out. So that injury will make you a more precise fighter. Like when he fought Stavern, like, damn, he could jab. Mm-hmm. Like, who the hell is this dude?
That's what I said on Twitter. It's like he's like Rocky. Remember when they tied the arm down so he could start punching with the left? Come on, Rock. You can do that. That's Wilder now. Look, man, this is just a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned, man. This is an easy fight for Wilder, as all his fights are.
After this fight's over, and after the Joshua fight's over, all I want to hear is Wilder Joshua if they both win. That's all I want to hear. Wilder. I don't give a shit about who else is in the mix. Wilder, Joshua, Wilder. I don't care how you put it. Wilder. I don't give a fuck. Joshua. I don't care. But make that fight if y'all both win. The one other thing that I will say about this fight that we used to complain about years ago, at least we're seeing more heavyweights who are in shape fighting. We could say, yeah, he's a heavyweight, and not say he too goddamn heavy.
Here's his problem is I think Stavern and Ortiz are supposed to fight pretty soon for a final eliminator. They're going to enforce the mandatory on Wilder. So unless he is doing only unifications, I mean, he's already had the title for over 2 years.
Right.
He hasn't had a mandatory defense yet. I know the one with Povetkin fell through.
Didn't they win? They won a case about that.
He did win the case. We'll see. We'll see how much money he actually gets. Good luck collecting on that. I mean,
you got to fly to Russia to get it. I ain't going.
Now, if I'm Wilder and I say you have to fight a Luis Ortiz he has a history of it.
Yeah.
I say you put it in the contract.
You get popped. You give it.
You get popped, and no promoter is going to agree for 100%. But you put in there. You agree to pay me 50% if you get popped, and there's no fight, and I'm still getting 50% of my money. Because if the people want it, they're going to have to take. They're going to have to accept it. And I think that's something that should be in there anyway. Because if you're going to get popped, there needs to be a penalty. First of all, like we said a long time ago, you win the fight and you get popped and it gets changed to a no contest. No, you fucking cheated. You lost. It's a DQ. As far as I'm concerned, if people started getting losses for that shit,
it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I don't want to fuck up my record, but I can have a couple of no contests on there, And
what good does that do the person
that you beat?
Right, like it's a the motherfucker cheated to win. Y'all promote, and because it even counts, even if you go retroactively and count it as a no contest. The publicity from how you
and the moving of the rankings that the person got anyway from the win.
Just like speaking of the Povetkin thing, this is why I don't like it. Because honestly, that motherfucker need to pay up.
Oh yeah,
him and his promoter, they need to pay up. But on top of that, you damn near killed somebody after that, and you got popped. Like really? And so bitch. You don't take people's lives into consideration,
no.
And you playing with people's lives, and you playing with people's money, and you need to pay. Because if you can get away with stuff like that in boxing, which, like they'll say is the hurt business, well, what makes you different than a murderer? Because you intentionally...
Well, it's attempted murder.
Right, yeah. You intentionally said, you know what? I learned how to beat somebody to death, and I'm going to take some steroids to do it because I'm scared if I don't, they're going to kick my ass. That's what we doing? And if I get caught, yeah, the most that can happen is a no contest. Mm-hmm. Well, what if somebody decides, okay, if that's how we're going to play this game, cool. My hands are wrapped. Okay. No, I didn't put a plaster on. Mm-hmm. And you drop, when the fight's over, he got a roll full of quarters in his hand or some shit. I'm like, what? So what? Who gives a damn? Are those brass knuckles under your wrapping? It doesn't matter. He was on steroids. I'm punching with brass knuckles. Who gives a damn?
They hit him in the tights, like old school wrestling, But yeah, there needs to be more than this bullshit clean boxing program, which is not so clean, because there still seems to be loopholes in the system itself. But there needs to be penalty. There needs to be stiff penalties. This is a 2-strike policy. Can't be 1 strike and you're out. That's just, to me, that's a little bit over the top. Like, people do fuck up. Like, okay, look, you got busted. You pay the other guy their purse, and you're suspended for a year. Second time, you're suspended for a lifetime. That's it. It's over with, done. Because you know what happens? Somebody gets popped the first time, they ain't going to risk it if they think that they got a chance to make big money down the road.
You know what? I wouldn't even...
And if they actually risk their purse in the future, you know what I mean? Like, say they did it to get that one last big payday, but you got popped, you lose all your purse.
I mean, I would say lose your money. Would I say lose your livelihood? Not necessarily. But what I will say is this. Let your ass get popped twice. Guess what? I don't give a fuck where you ranked. Your ass is 30th. How about that? You're going to give up your money, and from now on, you don't get paid like a top tier fighter. You can keep your job, you can keep your occupation, and let you get popped when you rank 30th, beating up. Then you're going to look like a fucking idiot because who you beat up? Number 29? You need to take steroids for number 29? You need to take steroids from number 42? No, it's you at that point. You just ain't shit.
And not only do you have to enroll in 365 testing where they test you all the year, not when you're fighting, the whole fucking year. Not only do you have to pay for that, you have to pay for every future opponent that you face. They're testing for when you guys fight.
They should do it like the NFL, right? That's why I kind of like their drug policy. Because the way they do their drug policy, once you get popped, you're the asshole.
Yeah, you're already in. Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, you got popped once? Okay. Because at first, they were nice to you.
Yeah.
It's like, look, we're going to come by on June the 1st. Okay. Now, they told you that February the 1st.
Yeah.
So if you got popped, that's what you get. So then you get popped the first time? Okay. Because they tell you it's random from the beginning.
Yeah, but
and then the next time, who is that? Drug testing. Y'all ain't tell me shit. You already got popped. That's your fault.
And that's the same thing because in boxing, you already know when the test is coming. Guess what? When you sign for that fight, you're in the testing. So now you already know where your window was. You got caught. Now you're automatically in. But not only, because of the NFL, it's collective bargaining, so that's already paid for by the union itself. So boxing, there is no union. There is no players association. So that's what I'm saying. Not only do you have to pay for your year round, you have to pay for every single opponent in the future that you fight. That way you take the burden off of them. Like, once a couple people have to keep on paying for everybody's test, they're like, hey, fuck that shit. Because the last thing people want is money. Anybody dipping into their pocket. Give me Deontay Wilder, 5th round knockout.
4.5.
Tony Harrison versus Jarrett Hurd, now for the IBF 154 title that Jamal Charlo dropped. You want to talk about somebody whose technique is not necessarily the best? When he gets going, Jarrett Hurd's not the best. Remember,
But he could pull this off.
oh yeah, he's definitely the favorite going into this. But remember I was telling you, if you slow down, like when he gets really going and he's throwing them hooks where his wrist for whatever reason is cocked backwards instead of towards his opponent. That's just waiting to break a wrist or anything in his hand. It's really ugly, but and he still generates amazing power when he does that. So could you imagine if he turned over his punch? Jesus.
And please don't make this extra racial when I say that's that monkey paw punch. You know what I'm saying? That's what people in kung fu movies. You hit him with the monkey paw. Like what the fuck is that? He got some hard knuckle, the front of the knuckle. I'm like, what the hell is that, man?
It's okay, you said it. I didn't say it.
Yeah, that's why I'm prefacing myself too. Like, look, that's not what it's about.
No, that's what it's about. It's not.
But that's how it comes off. Yeah. Like, what the hell? I know he's been watching like the 5 Deadly Venoms or Kid with the Golden Arms. People who know Shaolin Masters and they're like, this motherfucker. Did he hit him with the sand palm?
And I think Tony Harrison's the kind of fighter. Yeah, we saw him get beat the fuck up against Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
But good job, man. Because remember we'd always do the Willie Monroe thing.
Yeah, I like to say Nelson.
But Harrison is the kind of fighter who actually could expose some of the holes that Hurd does have. And that was one thing I said in his last fight was he's got holes, but that's what makes him fun. He's flawed. That's what makes him a fun fighter. And his power. He's going to be in for, I think, a tougher fight than people think. But I don't see this going all the way through. I think I see him doing maybe even quicker than what Willie Nelson did to him. I think Harrison will have moments early and show some of the flaws that Hurd has. But in the end, Hurd's power, I think, is going to be too much for Harrison. And I say he stops him in the 8th round.
I say at the end of this fight, either Jamal dropped the belt.
Yes.
Jamal or Lara are going to beat the shit out of the winner and take that belt. That's what I say. Because that just doesn't... No offense to both fighters. But I'm pretty sure there are other 154s that can come get you.
Not in the IBF.
Yeah, okay. IBF, yeah.
All right. Number 1's not rated. As one of my favorites is the not rated in the IBF. 2 is Harrison. 3 is Hurd. So the winner of that, their mandatory is probably going to be the winner between the great Cedric V2 and Marcelo Montano.
That ain't gonna happen.
I mean, you're talking.
Hold on.
You're talking the cream of the fucking crop of 154.
Let me see. Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's see. Well, Andre gonna have to do something. Well, shit. Wait a minute. So, I got $100 that says the next IBF contender. Well, Julian Williams too far down. But here's my bet. Somehow, this young man will wind up in the IBF title fight.
Antonio Margarita.
Yes. Him and Cotto.
Just go look. No, here's his first defense. I already see it on there. Austin Trout. He's ranked 13th, so it'll be sanctioned. There's the first defense, Austin Trout. I already called it. Jarrett Hurd versus Austin Trout.
Cotto might beat him out of that one, too. You're like, nah, this is me.
Who you got when you got him?
Hurd 7.
All right, so one round earlier.
Yeah.
News and notes. There's been some shit going on. I hit it quick last week. Brooke Spence got made.
Thank you.
Yeah, and people were gonna scoff a little bit because of the weight issue. Brooke signed it. He says he can make it. That's his job. Too fucking bad if it's hard to get there. You could have went to 154.
Look, here's
you could have fought. You could have fought for the title at 154, which you would have fought for. Dun dun dun, this fight against Jared Hurd or Tony Harrison, right? You could have did that. You could have went up and did that.
See, here's my thing. Just about weight in general. Fight at your fucking weight. I'm tired of people having these weight issues because they don't want to fight at their weight. That's the problem. The problem ain't... You knew what the weight classes was when you was a baby. Them weight classes been the same fucking weight for years, basically. Now all of a sudden, y'all can't make it? I just can't. Okay, go up. It's only 7 pounds. Well, I can do... Okay, well, shut up. It's only 7 pounds. Right. You know? I'm killing myself. How you killing yourself? What do you weigh before that? I'm fighting 147, but I weigh 192. Well, fuck, that's your problem. Back away from the table, do some cardio, and shut up. And this is the only reason I say that. People look at the weight of Triple G and Jacobs. You notice Triple G is underweight. Jacobs he's over. But
but Triple G's not under. He's at 165.
Well, I mean, under the
they're both under the limit, the 30-day
limit. But he's
limit.
Way under the limit.
And if I'm not mistaken, if you go back to the 30-day weigh-in with him and Brooke, he was right there at about 166, and Brooke was at the limit. He was like a 176.
Right.
And what is
74?
Yeah, he's pretty high up.
Yeah.
Danny Jacobs is pretty high up there.
That's the thing. Triple G does the same thing that Floyd Manny would do. Guess what? I'm going to stay close to my fighting weight. It makes you stronger. It doesn't make you weaker because, okay, if you walking around at 165 and you fighting 160, you lose that 5 pounds, you just going to be faster and stronger. That's it. But if you walking around at 199 and you got to get to 160, well, you up shit's creek.
Yeah.
You know.
We've said this for a while, that the best fighters in the world nowadays tend to fight pretty close to their walk-around weight. That doesn't mean that their weight, like, within 5 to 10 pounds. They fight within, that's what, they're walking around weight. Another guy who was always like that was Bernard Hopkins. Yeah. Always within probably between 5 to 10 pounds of his fighting weight. Always.
And
longevity. They stay at top of their game longer. Floyd did it till, 38. Manny's getting ready to turn 38. He had a great year last year. Yeah, he got some bullshit coming up this year, but he's still at the top. Look at Bernard Hopkins. He was still pretty close to the top up until 47, 48 years old.
Yeah, he's a great fighter. All time.
Look, now we have a crowd. We got our first live audience. Hey, babe.
Hi, baby.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. You going to the room?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You guys
finished?
Yeah, whatever you guys want.
Yeah, right.
I don't care. You want to come join in?
No.
Nobody's going to... We're in control of everything. It doesn't
I
matter.
didn't watch any boxing.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
People got beat up. That's all they matter.
Yeah, people got beat up. We'll talk about Canelo and Chavez.
Oh, yeah. I'll watch that one.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
That's the one we're going to, right?
Yeah, tomorrow. See, there it is. Official. Officially, I'm in.
You gotta go. Gotta go. And they better... Y'all better have fun. That's all I'm saying.
So if you guys don't know, the press conference is coming to Houston tomorrow.
What time?
At 12 o'clock. We got to be there at 12. Press conference starts at 1.
We do, okay.
And then it's going to be right there in downtown.
We want to look like we're pressy.
No.
People
We can just look normal. We're good.
The press looks like bums.
Okay. Okay.
Fat,
It's official.
overweight.
I think y'all look like bums.
Yeah, fat, overweight, wearing chanclas, everything, Yeah. We'll fit right in, Val. We're good. I'm going to fit right in. So the press conference is tomorrow. I'll be going. I'll shoot some live stuff on Twitter for the press conference.
Oh, so it's actually not a day. You were setting me up going downtown. I'm going for the damn thing.
See?
Oh, it's going to be drinks. It's going to be food. It's going to be a party.
Whatever,
Is
value.
it free food and free?
No.
It's free, give or take a couple of 20s.
I told you what it was. Don't even lie. I said we'll go
You
afterwards.
were very vague.
We can go beforehand, too.
Uh-huh.
Go to Spaghetti Warehouse, Val. We'll be good.
Yeah.
You know you want to.
Never been there.
We now join the show in progress. We were still talking about at their close
weight?
to their weight.
The way.
And but we were saying like even who's the old guy now? Hopkins at 48 was still at the top of his game. And look at Triple G. He's 30, going to be 30. He's 35 years old.
Yeah.
And he's still the most feared guy in boxing. So it does help to stay within your weight. And guys who fluctuate don't last long. They start getting heavy legs. They start slowing down on their output. You can go to a guy like Rios. You can go to a guy like Broner. Those are the most telling ones that are happening now.
And matter of fact, you can go to, that was the beginning of the downfall of Roy Jones. He was always in shape, but he kept going up and down and up and down. And everybody would say it's going to catch up with you eventually. You know, every other sport to be optimal, you have to be in shape. You don't do these blow ups, and you know it's not healthy. It's just not healthy.
It kills your legs, and that's what it does. But like we said, Canelo Chavez Jr. press conference tomorrow. I'll be out there. Also, they made that bet. Huh?
Yeah.
Winner take all. Yeah.
All of what? They didn't say all of what.
Winner take all the money.
Did they say all the money?
Yeah.
Did they say the money?
Yeah.
Okay.
They said it in Spanish, but yeah. And they shook hands. It's official.
Okay. Did they say dollars?
Now, maybe pesos, but I think I may have saw Canelo's hands behind his back, crossing his fingers as he shook Chavez Jr.'s hand. Chavez Jr. was so high he didn't even think about doing that. He's like, fuck, I forgot to cross my fingers. But it is what it is. We'll see. Canelo slowly transforming into Carl Frampton. If you looked at them, they look exactly alike. How about Manny Pacquiao? Who's he fighting? When? November? So where's the fight in between? So is he still fighting in Australia?
God damn.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Fighting in November?
That's what it said. So
maybe he's going to get a tune-up with Conor McGregor.
Yeah. So obviously Arum and Kant's ain't on the same page, and maybe this is Kant's way of saying, hey, we can get you more money if we go to fucking Dubai, motherfucker, and instead of going to Australia.
Why November?
That's his second fight. He does it April, November. He's April, November. That's been his pattern for the last few years. April,
it's
November.
February.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. Is that fight still going to happen with Jeff Horn in April? I don't know. And honestly, I don't really care because it's just a money grab. Amir Khan, he'll knock him the fuck out. I guess he's going to get his knockout finally. His first one in 6 years or 7 years.
What do you mean? America gonna get knocked out? How did that gonna happen?
I don't know.
With his great fiberglass chin.
I don't know what to say about it. That's all I'm gonna say about it because I really just don't give a shit about his world tour.
We did predict that the fights are gonna go worldwide.
Mm-hmm. We've been talking about Dubai for a while.
Yeah, so it's. It's great. They're going to turn up in Dubai. Somebody they're not going to make it. Somebody not going to make it. Somebody going to be partying way too hard. And I guarantee you, they're going to have bags under their eyes. And the drinking that's not really allowed that much. You got to be with some higher up people for that.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Manny don't drink no more,
but the gambling
and Khan's a Muslim, so
What that mean?
Well, they ain't supposed to be drinking now.
Hey, Christians ain't supposed to be doing a lot of things too.
Catholics, they can drink.
Yeah. After they drunk, they boning little kids as a preacher. Like this is just terrible, man. People don't follow this religious stuff.
What about your boy Angel?
I say I like him. I like shit talkers. But see, there comes a point where, you know what? Maybe you need to understand something. I'm gonna put this to you. There's a part of just disrespect that's gonna get your ass shot. Mm-hmm. And see, that's when Angel talks trash. If he talking about people, he talking good trash. But just as a brother, it's just like, dude, if you want to talk like a Klans member, just understand something. We don't go around doing that to other people. You don't see us just, it's like, oh, I hang around black people. Oh, so do you remember? Do you go to their parents' house and do that shit? No. Do you go to their friends and family and do that shit? No. But you get your ass on national television and do some shit like that. But then when somebody knocks your old ass out, and then I don't know what happened. You know what happened. Because nobody has to fight Angel. Angel is he is good at diverting attention off of Danny. But this stuff, I'm going to tell you, Keith Thurman ain't thinking about thinking about you. He gonna let you be out there and suffer. And you like, oh, ain't nothing wrong with it. Yeah, okay, ain't nothing wrong with it. Because I swear, here's the thing. I don't really know, and a lot of people, all the brothers I know, we don't really know everybody's racial slur. They don't roll off our tongue like that. We just not, it's not like that. So I can't tell you the equivalent because, fuck, I don't know it because we don't talk about it. We're not in the house like, them motherfucker, this motherfucker. You just a motherfucker. You not a motherfucking whatever. Like, that's it. But when his son get beat, then what? Because that's what Keith Thurman thinking about. Like, oh, okay, that's what we doing. I tell you what, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna shut you up. I'm gonna beat the shit out your son, and then I'm gonna take his titles, and then all that talking is gonna be irrelevant because you ain't got no titles. And then I'm gonna make this worse because I kept this out of the equation. Why the fuck would you do that working for Al Heyman? Like, seriously, like what is Bob Arum?
Jewish?
So,
I don't know. I'm guessing.
If he worked for Bob Arum and Bob Arum was Jewish and he was fighting a Jewish fighter and he did that, you would know you fucked, right? If he was working with Golden Boy and he fought a Mexican and he did that, you know you fucked, right? So the idea that, oh, I could say this and I'm not really fucked because I work for a black dude, he ain't gonna care. You a fucking idiot. And Heyman somewhere sitting back like, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. You remember I got you fights in Puerto Rico with these easy motherfuckers and got you paid. And you talking to Al Heyman when you said that shit too.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, B. All right. And people don't want to say this, but he gonna be in the office with Al Heyman. My brother, it's nothing like that. Al Heyman gonna sit there. Look, dog, you fucked. Fuck you. Who's your next fight? Oh, your son's fighting Deontay Wilder next at heavyweight. What type of shit is this? Hey, you know how us niggas do. It's just some nigga shit, right? He's like, oh, you fucked. Nah.
On that note,
why do I have to talk about this shit, you know? It is Black History Month. Fucking up my month with this bullshit.
At least you get a month. We only get a day.
It's a whole Heritage Month. They act like they don't count that shit.
They don't. Nobody talks about it. We don't get it.
They don't talk about ours no more. You see, there ain't no more PBS stories, all that. They cut all that shit. It's all Trump history. This is Mike Pence month.
We get one day in May.
Man, y'all get a spring summer type of day. One of the best times of year.
But it's only one day.
Man.
Hey. People who live here with us, near us, they're saying the same thing. You're getting beautiful 80-degree weather. So shit, I don't even want to hear about it.
See, but they don't.
It was 82 degrees today.
But see, y'all got something that we don't got. See,
beer.
No, we don't got that. See, in y'all Heritage Month, they change all the uniforms and all the leagues and shit. We can't get no slang uniform.
That's not even really heritage. They just do that. All they do is put Los on the front of everything.
Yeah, that's probably fucked up.
Yeah, it really kind of is. It'd be like, okay, Black History Month. We're just gonna put "duh" on there. DA, duh.
Yeah, we don't, like,
Yeah, you don't want that. Duh Bulls. Like
that ain't us.
Duh Lakers. I'm
no,
saying.
that's what fuck, who is that? That's the Belushis. That ain't us.
No, but yeah, no, the Bears. But I'm just saying, like, you know, like, because everything is or the with the with an A. How about that? You know.
Ah, damn. You know what? We live in one of the most hypocritical ass countries in the world.
How about Lil Bulls versus Lil Pelicans? For Black History Month, man. Since we get lows for everything.
No, I know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the No Limit Saints versus the Rockefeller Giants. Why is everybody a rap label? The Death Row Raiders.
See?
Like, hey, you son of a bitch.
We're on to shit.
The Motown Pistons are playing the son of a.
We're forward thinkers, goddammit. That's it, guys. We'll wrap it up there. Remember, you can follow the show on Twitter, Cheap Seats Box, iTunes, rate, review, and subscribe. Be the next unofficial sponsor. Email us, cheapseatsboxing@gmail.com. Questions, comments, anything like that. Patreon, patreon.com/cheapseatsboxing. You can donate $1, $2 a month. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do.
I gotta do this.
And we've been back. We're back, goddammit.
I gotta do this because I didn't get a chance to do it. To all the Falcons fans. Okay, now this is where the fans commentate.
And we do it just like you for the cheap seats because we ain't buying no tickets, goddammit. Peace.
Please believe that I'll never be shamed again. Again, I'll be the next heavyweight champion.